Steve Kinser won the World Finals last year, and have you ever wondered what it would be like to take a look a little closer at what makes up Steve Kinser, the Kinser compound in Bloomington, Indiana, if you will? Well, that's what this week's Advance Auto Parts Turn 5 is all about.
15 years he's guarded the race shop.
Steve Kinser has a lot of old friends, both on and off the dirt ovals.
It's a shot of me and Jeff Gordon, Alistair Jr., and Dale Earnhardt, myself.
Nearly every corner of his Indiana home and race shop is filled with trophies and memories of his long and successful racing career, a career that includes 20 Advance Auto Parts World of Outlaws championships.
This is some of the IROC pictures of all of us. These are some of the just different awards and stuff we have. It's sort of special stuff.
Kinser has been a fierce competitor since high school, where he won an Indiana State Championship in wrestling.
When I was in high school, I wrestled 132 pounds. A few pounds and a few years ago.
But certainly carries a lot of weight with his fans and fellow drivers. And the nickname he's been labeled with is fit for racing royalty. They call Kinser the King. Whether or not the name sticks, a close look in Steve Kinser's living room among all those tall trophies hangs a crown.
Steve Kinser certainly through the years has seen it all, including a bunch of changes.
Now if you find a 21-year-old kid, he's been racing since he's 6 years old.
That's just one of the many changes to the Advance Auto Parts World of Outlaws that legend Steve Kinser has seen during his 3 decades with the series, but certainly not the only one.
The haulers, which we run up and down the roads in now, where we got carry 2 spare cars, spare motors, got lounges in them.
Today's state-of-the-art mobile race shops keep the teams on the road for 3 months at a stretch. The ability to take with them everything they need is key to making changes on the fly with very little downtime.
Back then, if we'd been a frame up and stuff, we'd find somebody that had a little shop and go to straightening and straighten the cars back up and fix them.
And the days of making their own parts is pretty much gone, with most teams using parts they can buy straight off the shelf.
You know, back in the 80s and things, I built a lot of the parts ourselves.
Giving Kinser and his team the ability to race today's longer schedule with a lot less shop time. And that formula keeps Steve Kinser's action-hungry fans fed several times a week, all season long.
20-time champion of the World of Outlaws, still out here getting it done. And you got to wonder, what is it about sprint car racing that this 53-year-old loves so much? Let's find out a little bit more in another edition of Turn 5.
NASCAR, Formula One, and motocross are all vying for the fans' attention. So why should someone clicking through hundreds of channels land on speed and watch the Advance Auto Parts World of
And these are probably the most exciting, more horsepower, more power, physically demanding the car that there is to drive.
20-time series champion Steve Kinser has driven in just about every series you can think of, but he keeps coming home to the dirt.
These cars got almost 900 horsepower and weigh 1,200 pounds.
That's about 100 more horsepower and half the weight of a Cup car. Even Formula One cars are restricted to less than 800 horses.
You can probably talk to any racer that's ran sprint cars, and no matter what type of car they come in, they'll tell you they enjoy running sprint cars as much as anything.
The driver's love for sprint cars translates straight to the fans. Just one visit to the track, and you'll be hooked.
To be honest with you, even television does not do them enough justice. It is to see them live and in person, and I think that's the reason the race fans love to go to your Saturday night race.